During the 1994 Rwanda genocide, also known as the genocide against the Tutsi, members of the Hutu ethnicity, majority in the East Central African nation of Rwanda, murdered as many as 800,000 people, mostly the Tutsi majority. However, our Mudu Al-Baji engaged a survivor of the said genocide about the trauma she is battling.
The 43-year-old mother of two was in her early 30s when the Rwandan genocide sparked. Angelica Kanimba narrated how the horrible memories of the genocide impact her livelihood. Madam Kanimba lost both parents during the genocide. Her brother also died as a result of the traumatic memories of the genocide, which she labeled as the saddest part of her life.
When I lost my younger brother in 2020, by then I was nearly heading to 40 years. Because I lost him due to the trauma and the hardship we had in genocide. He saw the picture of my mom. It was an old picture. Since that time, I think we found that picture on Friday. One of our auntie found it and he gave us as a gift. He gave us the picture as a gift. By that time, for me, I was too excited because I saw my mom's and my father's image. For him, it was hard. He said, I'm happy to find this picture and see how my mom looked like. But somehow it hit me because it took me down where I will remember how my mother was. But I can't figure it out because I was very young. So he started crying. It was Friday, crying, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. When I met him, he was somehow not looking nice. When I asked him what happened, he told me that he can't sleep. He's feeling very bad. So next day was Tuesday. On Tuesday, when I called him, we couldn't communicate. He told me, oh, I'm not feeling well. I think I have been working very hard. I'm going home to rest. I'm going to sleep early today. The next morning, Wednesday, around 4, his wife called me that your brother is not feeling well. When I reached him, he couldn't even talk. I took him to the hospital very quick. By the time we reached at the hospital, he was in a coma. And they did everything they can. When they put him to the scan, they found out that he has internal bleeding. The brain was full of blood. So that was the last. After 2 days, the doctors confirmed that he's not going to make it. It is deep.
Madam Kanimba intends to support the genocide victims back home in Kigali as she is working towards running a charitable foundation in honor of her late brother. She added that she is still enduring pain of the genocide as her brother's last words continue to kick in her mind.
Because the last word he told me, he said, why God? Why God? Why did I have to leave my children behind? Being an orphan is not easy. Being an orphan is hard. So he asked me, he said, my sister, please look after my children. I want you to transform the love you have for me to my children. Because as I see things, I'm not going to make it. That is the last word he told me before we left his house. For me, I was trying to console him. I say everything will be fine. But I think for him, he knew that it's his time to go.
Started by the Hutu nationalists in the capital of Kigali, the genocide spread throughout the country with shocking speed and brutality, as ordinary citizens were allegedly incited by local officials and the Hutu-powered government to take up arms against their neighbors. Officials allegedly rewarded killers with food, drink, drugs, and money. Government-sponsored radio stations started calling on ordinary Rwandan citizens to murder their neighbors, and within 3 months, some 800,000 people had been slaughtered. The Rwandan genocide is also remembered as one of the darkest pages of human history. For Star TV, I am Mudu Al-Baji.
Those were the local stories. We will be back with the international news after the short break.